What is going on today, YouTube? It's your boy CP, and today we're back with a brand new video. Today I want to do another Des Bryant update because I did one, I believe it was like a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks, and it was saying that he was at the Cowboys training facility. So I follow Des Bryant on Instagram and on Twitter, and sometimes I'll see like a post of him like doing his workouts on the field or doing whatever. However, a few minutes ago, I saw Des Bryant on Instagram, and once again, he was working out the Cowboys training facility. Now, last week told you guys, hey, he's at the training facility. This could be a good sign saying that he might make a return. Now, with that being said, also earlier this week, he even said on TMZ, he was like, look, I want to make an NFL comeback, and he pretty much said his top choice was to return to the Dallas Cowboys. And you guys know I'm a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. Like, if you haven't learned that by now, then I'm going to say it again. I'm a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm also a huge Des Bryant fan. I've been a fan of his ever since he was a rookie coming out of Oklahoma State and repping 88. Like, he made me want to be a wide receiver. So I guess he was a guy that I looked up to football wise. I wanted to be like Des Bryant. But anyway, so he was at the Cowboys training facility again. So, and if you ask me, like, they're not, like, even if you are a celebrity, they're not going to just let anybody on that training facility to go work out. Granted, yes, they let the Cowboys players, they can go there anytime they want. They just got to make sure they bring, like, some kind of membership card or whatever it is, and then they can just slide it, use the facility as long as they want, whatever they want. Now, he's not officially a part of the team. However, he somehow has access to getting in and out of the facility. Now, granted, you could be like, well, he's so cool with a lot of the players that are still on the Cowboys, so he might just be like, hey, can you meet me at the Frisco Star, and I can do some training. You can train with me. However, in the video, it only showed him and one of his buddies, so maybe he still has his old membership card or whatever he uses to get in. He might still have it, or he might be using one of his old teammates just to be like, hey, can you let me in and out, do whatever. But I think this is like a really good sign because honestly, when Des Bryant got cut in March of 2018, he even quoted on Twitter. He said, "The Garrett guys wanted me out." So Jason Garrett's gone. All the Garrett guys, quote unquote, like I don't really know who he's referring to when he says Garrett guys. I guess guys are like bigger fans of Jason Garrett. They wanted him gone, which to me was kind of stupid because why are you gonna get rid of the guy who leads your franchise, not just the team, your franchise, in receiving touchdowns. Like, and that's your best red zone threat. So, again, why would you get rid of him? But we're not gonna go too deep in like why he got cut. But this whole point of this video is to give you guys another update about how Dez is back at the Frisco Star. Now, again, if you don't know what the Frisco Star is, it's a Cowboys training facility. Players can go there and work out, practice route running, run routes on there, do whatever they want at any time. If they're not practicing at any time, they can go in and do whatever. Cause I told you guys that I actually toured the Frisco Star, the facility, and they were telling us that the players they can come in and train at any point in the day they want. They have pretty much full access to it. So I actually saw Leighton Vander Esch working out. I wasn't sure if it was him or if it was Jeff Heath because it was a glare to the glass because he was in like this workout room and then it was like this glass wall and then it's like it had a glare to it because the sun was hitting it like at that angle. So I couldn't really tell if it was Leighton Vander Esch or Jeff Heath. But then like I didn't leave the group because you weren't allowed to, but like I kind of got a closer look. I saw it was Leighton doing like these box jumps with weights. So I was like, all right, I see you. Even though he was injured, he was like, I still want to put in this work. So basically, guys can go in there anytime they want and work out, do their physical therapy, whatever steps they need to do or whatever they want to do, they can do it. So going back to Des Bryant, if he's able to get on that facility, that could signify like, hey, he can come back at pretty much any time. And I believe it was a little under 2 weeks ago. He even went on Twitter and said like, I need to sit down with the Joneses, aka Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, and all those guys, and be like, hey, I want to come back and this, that, and the third and talk to him. So maybe what's going on is this is just my theory. They're going to bring him back, but I feel like since it's technically not the off season or free agency hasn't started, they can't officially sign him. So what they're probably waiting for is like, okay, you can come in, you can work out and do it because workouts are allowed any point in time. You can do that. You can work out with a team, and they don't even have to sign you to a contract. They just gotta be like, look, you want to work out with us? Cool, come in and work out. So I think what's going on is Des Bryant is working out with the Cowboys, or they're saying like, hey, we're going to bring you back for next season. However, we can't do it until free agency officially starts in March, which kind of makes sense because I think it's like against league rules to sign a free agent before free agency hits if it's not the regular season. So, for example, if it's playoffs, then you can sign a free agent. If it's the regular season or preseason, you can sign free agents. However, I think um, anytime between after the Super Bowl and before March, you cannot sign any free agents because I don't know why it's kind of weird how that works, but that's just the way the NFL is. Rules are very weird, to be honest. But I just think like if he's working out the cow, I mean, granted, you guys can go like, okay, he may be working out their facility, but that doesn't mean he's part of the team. That's like saying you use your friend's gym membership to work out. Doesn't mean you're a member there. It just means like you're a guest. And true, I'm just saying this is what I think is going on. I think he is making a comeback. Now I'm not saying it's definite. I'm not saying it's for sure. This is just my personal opinion. I think Des Bryant is coming back to the Cowboys to so he's like working out, getting in shape. Because if you guys go and look at like from, okay, go back to 2013, 2014, aka Prime Dez is what people call him. If you go look at the way he ran routes, caught passes, and just went up for the football, and then go look at 2016 and 2017 Dez, which there was somewhat of a drop off. However, he was still productive. Now, if you go look at those two versions of Des Bryant and compare them, you can see like, okay, he's kind of slowed up a little bit. However, now if you go look at the video that he's posted in the past few weeks of him running routes, catching passes, you'll see like, hey, that guy who's out there working out now is looking a little bit more like 2013, 2014 Des Bryant. And that's what the Cowboys would want. That's what anybody who wants to sign Des Bryant wants. They want that 2014 form of Des Bryant. People say he's washed up. He can't run routes anymore. I mean, he's had several injuries between 2015 and well, I shouldn't say several. He had two or three. He had in 2015 he had like a broken foot, and in the beginning of the season. Then toward the end of that 2015 season, I think he had like an ankle sprain, and like that made him sit out for like the last 2 or 3 games. Then in 2016 he had a hairline fracture in his leg, and he had to miss 4 games, maybe 5. But he came back, and he put up 8 touchdowns. I think it was like 800 receiving yards or 700 or something like that. So he's making plays. That's the thing. People just like, oh, he's washed up. He can't. I just think it's the whole situation he's in that makes it seem like his numbers are down. But if you go back and look at it and see like he really has been on the field that much as he normally is due to injuries, which happens like because he played 2010 he had an ankle injury that benched him like the last 4 games of the season. 2012, 2013, 2014 played all 16. 2015, like I said, he missed some games. 2016 he missed 4 games, but 2017 he played an entire season. Now, mind you, that was the year when Ezekiel Elliott had that whole suspension issue. So they were trying to get him the ball after his rookie year. Like, yeah, get him the ball, get him. But the thing is, though, the more Ezekiel Elliott gets the ball, the less everyone else does. So it's not just Des Bryant's numbers are down. If you look at the entire team, the entire team's numbers are down. So if everybody wants to try to blame Des Bryant because he was like that superstar receiver that like just mysteriously just started lacking after he got paid. No, Des Bryant loves football, and you can tell he loves football, and football means everything to him. So I don't think he would just be like, okay, I'm gonna get paid, and then I'm just gonna act like I'm washed up. So that's just what I think. But a lot rumors have been saying like they're not going to bring him back or they're going to bring him back, but where is he going to be? I think what the Cowboys should do is just sign him to a 1 year deal with no guarantee money. And a lot of people have said this, and I agree with it. Bring him in for a 1 year deal, no guarantee money, and have him try to fight for a number one, number two, or number three receiver spot. And the reason why I say number one, two, or three, because I don't really see him beating out Amari Cooper for that number one spot. Now, him and Michael Gallup, that's another story. Great, Michael Gallup is a great. He's not just a great football player; he's a great athlete. But he reminds me a lot of Michael Crabtree or Des Bryant, if you want to put it, because the way he goes up and gets the ball is very similar to what Prime did. So if you ask me, if you do bring in Des, he's going to have to fight for that number two receiver spot. Now, granted, if you have Des Bryant and Amari Cooper on the field, that's like okay, like who we going to double cover? Because you can't double cover two guys because then you're going to leave somebody literally uncovered. So if you do a three receiver set, I feel like, hey, if you got Dez, you got Amari, you got okay. For arguments reasons, because even though Randall Cobb's a free agent, we don't know if he's coming back or not. Let's say we have Randall Cobb. So I feel like Randall Cobb is gonna get opened, and then it's like, okay, well, let's cover him too. That's gonna leave either Coop or Dez 1-on-1. Because those, if you leave Des Bryant open, he's going to make a play, and he's going to make you think like, bro, I should have covered him a lot better. He's going to make you mad, like, why didn't I cover him? So that's just my thinking of it. So comment below. What do you guys think? Do you think Des is coming back? Do you think he's going to go to another team? Do you think he's going to retire? I do not think he's going to retire because he says, look, I want to come back and start playing football again. So, and plus, I think he also said that give me a role similar to Jason Witten. Now, when he says that, he doesn't mean, oh, let me play tight end. No, he's not saying that he wants to play tight end. I don't see him playing tight end. What he means is use me as a guy that you use in certain situations. So Witten, when he came back, they used him more so as a progress blocker, which means that anytime we would need like an extra blocker, we would put him in at tight end. But he also did catch a lot of passes. I think he had like 34 catches, 500 yards, and 4 touchdowns or something like that. And it was good for him to get those touchdowns, get those yards. So like he was like, hey, I'm still a good passing option, so you can give it to me on like third and medium, third and short, and move the chains. Which I think that was a good role for Witten. Getting on third down and short, like third, and that means like third down 5 and less. I feel like Witten was like perfect for that because that Y option that he runs not all the time, but he runs a lot. He runs it well, and he always makes like that right choice. Because with the Y option, depending on the coverage, you either run an out, you either run a hitch, or you run a It's kind of, or you run like a short. I think it's called like a. It's similar to like a dig route, but it's like a 5. You ride 5 yards up, make like an out cut, and then like you just turn around and sit down and open space. So that's what the Y option is. So it just depends on the coverage. But basically, Dez wants a role similar to that. So I say what we should do is like, okay, say we're driving down the field, we get inside the 20, or even inside the 15. I feel like that's be the perfect time to put Dez Bryant in out wide. He doesn't have to be the number 1 receiver. He doesn't have to be the number 2. I'm just saying, put him on the field. Because he's a touchdown machine if you get him the ball in the right spot. Because that goal line fade, we have not really been able to call because we don't have a guy that can go up and get it like Dez Bryant. Granted, Michael Gallup can do it, just not as well as Dez did it. Because when it's put in the perfect spot, it doesn't even have to be perfect. If he has like 50-50 chance of getting it, he's going to take that 50 and he's going to turn it into a 70-30 chance. So that's why I really think we should bring back Dez Bryant. We would score a lot more touchdowns. Will be a lot more effective in the red zone. So then that's what you want. So he's more of a red zone threat kind of guy because Dez is 6'2", and like he has these long arms. So most defensive backs can't really go up and catch a pass. They can try, but 9 times out of 10 he's going to just go up like this, catch it, and just bring it down. And you're not going to be able to do anything about it because most defensive backs are between 5'11" and 6 feet. while Dez is sitting at 6'2", and he has, like I said, he has these long arms. So it's like, and I think his wingspan is about 6'3.5". So basically, what it's saying is he has like a longer arm radius than most of the defensive backs that try to cover him. So that's why I think like, hey, bring him back, let him prove himself. So if he say to him like, look, if you score, let's say 10 touchdowns, if you score 10 touchdowns this year, we'll sign you to a 3-4 year deal, with this amount of money, a year, and then like this much guaranteed. Then yeah, let him fight for it. Let him go ahead and prove himself. Prove he because he's kind of on like, I gotta prove myself this season. Whoever I'm with, because everybody's saying he's washed up. He can't do this. He needs to retire. He's old. He's just no, he wants to prove like I'm not any of those things that people try to call me. But we will see. But one thing, you guys watch this video, make sure you leave a like, and don't forget to comment below. What do you think? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Any theories that you have? What do you think Des Bryant's going to end up doing? What do you think he's going to be coming the 2020 season? And just let me know, and I'll talk to you guys later.